Welcome back to the Elite Kingdom, the place where we talk about wrestling, football, and so much more. And today, we have a lot of news to dive in, like Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey in-ring return update, Mike Tyson taking part in a Dynamite match, and Andrade slams WWE on Twitter, and so much more. So let's not waste any time, and let's start the news. In our first news headline, Nick Khan, a chief revenue officer of WWE, on an interview provided an update on Becky's and Ronda Rousey's return. He said that Ronda will be returning at a certain point in time to WWE. But in more specific news, he said that Becky will return in a not too distant future, which can actually happen on a Raw right after Wrestlemania, where she can start a feud versus Asuka or against Rhea Ripley straight for the title, or go against someone who's not a champion, like Charlotte Flair or Shayna Baszler. This information is obviously still too vague, but at least it's something. So let's wait and see, because maybe in a couple of days, the man will return to Monday Night Raw. Next we have the last Wednesday Night Wars ratings, and the numbers are quite surprising. AEW drew 688,000 viewers, and they ended up ranked number 5 on the cable, which is not great, but at the same time not that bad either, considering that they faced against the first night of NXT TakeOver, which drew only 768,000 viewers, and they ended up 12 on the cable. It was not such a big bomb that we all expected from TakeOver, but I guess the main reason why they couldn't get at least 800,000 viewers is because they also streamed TakeOver on Peacock to bring more eyes on the product, which is understandable, but at the same time it's still disappointing ratings for both of the shows. But it was fun to cover NXT and AEW ratings from time to time, but I think we can all agree that the both shows will be only better on different nights. And sticking with Dynamite, Mike Tyson is set to be a part of a match next week. He will be a special enforcer in a match between Dax Harwood and Chris Jericho on a very stacked episode of Dynamite, where Darby Allin will defend his TNT title against Matt Hardy, Young Bucks will defend their tag team titles against Pac and Rey Fenix, and Jade Cargill will finally face against Red Velvet. Also on the last episode of Dynamite, Chris Jericho cut a fantastic promo on the Pinnacle and announced that on May 5th episode of Dynamite, the Pinnacle will face against the Inner Circle in a so much awaited blood and guts match, which I personally just cannot wait to see. And then the final news for today, oh look, he's back! Nick Khan, long time no see, had an interview with Fightful Select where he said that WWE has a hyper focus on Mexico and that they want to put a WWE touch on Lucha Libre, to which Andrade responded by saying, "More talent for sitting in a locker room." And unfortunately, Andrade has a good point here, because look at Humberto Carrillo, look at Angel Garza. They just sit in a catering doing absolutely nothing or fighting on main event, which is definitely not better, but doubtably even worse. And that's a damn shame, because they deserve so much more, like the majority of WWE roster. Thank you for watching, guys. So leave a like or dislike, whatever you feel like. Subscribe, leave a comment on what do you want to see next, or how can we improve our videos so you would enjoy them even more. And of course, hear you soon.